as you go down to the basement, all frequencies of the same notes under each other, half of the one in that floor that you're playing. Tar plays about 2.5, this plays about 2.5. So most of our songs are between 2.5 scales, because you use chords, and with that you can really go deep into 3D, hearing 3 notes at the same time. They should really match each other beautifully, they do not crash and cause dissonance and so forth. That's a beautiful by itself branch of music, to learn and to put chords on any note in music. So you put that together and then give you depth. Our music, because we have quarter tones, they always crash if you want to put too much of the chords on it. So it's really very one line, but the depth of it comes from the difference in the frequencies that we can get. We create different ambience. And so in that note, and the last slide should say, oh, these are our scale, and relative to that, and we have some 3s and some 5s. That does not exist in Western classical music. And last one. So today what we did is actually building 24 equal pieces in the scale. And then based on that, we learned how Western and Eastern classical music is put in this floor, by knowing that all of them, the first note of any scale, the 4th and 5th and 8th, are always fixed. You cannot change it, it's always the same as soon as you pick the first frequency for the first note. And you have 2 options on the left side of the wall, 2 options on the left side of the wall. Depends on when you put it, you get a different scale and different feelings. And eventually when you put them together, please next, then you create a building that has different floors, 8 different floors of the same scale as we talked about, with different frequencies, double and going up. For the chords, if you use the 24 part, then your major scale chord would be a combination of 8 and 6, which sounds something like this, probably. It's a combination of 8 and 6. And then minor scale would be a 6 and 8, is reversed. So you have to then get, I don't have it here, but in piano you can use it, that you can put 6 and 8, it becomes minor. If you put 8 and 8 of those together, we get augmented, and it's 6 and 6 is diminished. Questions, please? And if you would like, I can tell you. This was just about the scale comparison, but the instrument by itself have a different story. It's another lecture probably.
So any questions? Somebody's writing something. Question?
Oh, this is, can you make this big? This is the collection of all of our instruments. Santoor, I already showed you. The middle ones are tar, which I showed you. Oud, robab. Those are the drums that I talked about. I wanted to bring one, but I didn't have any extra hands today. Then we have robab, and then we have kamanche. This one is kamanche. This one is kamanche. That one is robab. So this is the collection of my favorite. And in front, they are all sitar, different form of sitar, and dotar. Some of them are dotar. They have two strings and so forth. And then on the right hand side, violin. So this is what's commonly used in our group. And if you have time, go to YouTube and just type Persian music and classical Persian music. Because in Iran, in any other country, because of the influence of the cultures on each other, we have now, like here we have pop, we have jazz, we have classical orchestra music, like operas and things like that.